Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Rebels Season 2 Episode 4, Relics of the Old Republic, which was directed by Bosco Nij and was written by Stephen Melching and was released on October 21st, 2015, which I really enjoyed it. Picks up right where the last one ended, with the Ghost Crew and the clones waiting for the Empire to arrive, which, the episode is mostly them fighting the Imperials, but I thought it was a lot of fun and paced well. I really loved the moments of the clones kind of reliving their glory days, which, like I said, was fun. But, I also thought there was a solid amount of tension to the episode also, so I really enjoyed all that. But, like I said, it starts with the Empire arriving on Sealos, which first we see Kallus calling them up, and he speaks with Wolf and the other clones, which I thought was a funny moment of Wolf trying to get him to turn away, but obviously doesn't work. But then the Empire sends a TIE fighter after them, which we see Gregor use the rocket launcher and easily take the TIE out. But they then send 3 AT-ATs after them, which Kanan at first says they're just going to go take the Phantom as Sabine has gotten it repaired. But Ezra and I think Rex says, they'll be taken out instantly by the AT-ATs if they do that. So instead they take the AT-TE into this storm which is approaching, which inside they'll be blind, but so will Kallus and the AT-ATs. But Kanan and Ezra will be able to use the Force to be able to see the AT-ATs, which Kanan first maneuvers the AT-TE into a spot where it gets them surrounded by the AT-ATs, and then Ezra goes out to the big gun blaster thingy and shoots the one AT-AT in the neck area, which is a weak spot, and it kind of makes that AT-AT crash down. So then they go full force towards that area to escape, which I really loved all those moments. Obviously, going back a little further, Gregor taking out the TIE fighter was fun, and then seeing Ezra and Kanan both work to take out the AT-AT. Obviously, how I describe it is pretty quick, but it was slower pace and a little more tense, so I really enjoyed that. And also Kanan kind of trusting the clones a little bit and whatnot. And also I forgot, like right before Ezra kind of goes out to the gun, he doesn't fully believe in himself, but there's a nice moment between Rex and Ezra, Rex kind of telling him that he can do it and whatnot, and giving him his old clone helmet. But while that was going on, we see up in space where Hera is still working on the Ghost, which at the start of the episode, when the Imperial Star Destroyer comes out of hyperspace, she warns the others and whatnot at that moment. But near this point in the episode, we see inside the Star Destroyer where Admiral Constantine gets told Vader wants to meet with them at once, and obviously not there, so he needs to go jump to hyperspace. So he abandons Kallus on the surface and leaves to go meet with Vader. But back on the planet, we see the clones and the rebels get out of the storm, where Ezra once again tries to get Rex to join them, but he insists on staying there to cover the rebels' escape, which we then see them leave in the Phantom as the clones then take on the remaining AT-ATs, which they're trying their best, but obviously they're not going to make it. But we see inside the Phantom where Ezra tells Kanan that they just can't leave the clones behind, and what are they going to tell Ahsoka when they get back, which convinces Kanan to go back and rescue the clones, which once again I thought the moment was a lot of fun. They take out the AT-ATs and we see Kallus flee, but afterwards there's a nice moment of the clones saluting Kanan. But we see back on the Star Destroyer as Admiral Constantine is waiting for Vader to board, but instead of Vader, it turns out to be an Inquisitor, who is the fifth brother, which, Constantine is maybe a little annoyed by that, saying that it jeopardized a mission they were on. But we then see the Ghost Crew back with the fleet, or Phoenix Squad, where they meet back up with Ahsoka, and Rex is there with them, and there's a nice moment between Rex and Ahsoka reuniting. for the first time in who knows how long. But that's where the episode ends. Which, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of great fun action scenes. Definitely with the older clones. Definitely hearing the clone trooper theme and whatnot when they're taking on the AT-ATs near the end of the episode was, and also at that moment the clones kind of put their helmets back on. So I enjoyed that moment. But also the ending scene with Ahsoka and Rex was also nice. And the tease with the fifth brother. So all in all, a pretty solid episode. Quite enjoyed it. So yeah, but my grade, I'm giving it an A-. So yeah, but next I'll review episode 5. I think it's titled Always 2 There Are. So you can check that one out then. But in the meantime, check out my other Rebels reviews and everything else to do. But I've been Star Wars review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.